Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, long day. Long day. $12 I've been out of the house. Just got back. It's only supposed to be like 8. Anyway, hey Grannis, how you doing? Hey Boom, hey Micro, howdy. Micro, did you say something regarding RoboQuest? Because I saw it briefly on OBS, and then now it's not on Twitch chat. But yeah, RoboQuest good. Oof, yeah, I mean, it's a busy weekend. Well, that was a 50-hour week or something. Money! Hey, Lego Bros, how you doing? Hello, hello, hope you're doing well. It's a lot of hours. It's an average amount of hours. I think I've been working there a bit over a year now, and I think I have a grand total of about 2 weeks where I worked less than 40. That was in January. Oh, yeah. I'm contracted to 30. You fat lie. But it's hourly pay, so, you know. When you're minimum wage but working 50% more hours, you're getting 50% more total pay, so you're actually getting a decent amount. It's not fun. I don't want to keep doing it, but for now, good savings. And I'm off for the next 2 days. Right, so we are Chaos 25. We have laser hands, but they're not very good. Doesn't matter, they go pew pew. We are currently progressing towards Chaos 50. Let's go. And I remembered to start the timer today. I'm on it. I am on it. How on it I am. What button is the shoot button? Right, that one.
Helpful.
Jazz hands. Ooh, 5,000 capacity. Oh, I got the static charge, didn't I? 7,000. Yeah, static charge, good, cool. Cool. A wee bit of violence? Is that 40? It's 39. Is that better on Spellcast Fire? Probably, to be honest. Alright.
Are you prepared? We'll see.
Chaos Trial 25. So that's 4, which is... I think it's 4. Volcanar? I think it's Volcanar.
Are you stupid enough to mess with me? I've got all the magic I need. You didn't beg. Got that going for you.
Buff baddies, Rend and Rupture. I remember there's one of those you're not supposed to take. And I think that's only relevant if you pick further curses. I'll take Rend and Rupture. I normally take buff baddies, but I can't remember.
Well done, my
Hey
lovely.
Darkle, how you doing? Hope you're well.
This'll be over before you can regret it. Spells are up!
Yeah, I think if you take buff baddies there and you pick another curse, you're guaranteed an awful choice. It's something like that. But I am only going to be taking one curse room for these runs. As much as I would like the extra crystals, I do not like the extra risk. Just took a butt stallion buff, but I wonder if going gear room is better for me right now. Get amulets and stuff that I'm not getting with the end crystals. I'm going all in on spells until I can get some
That's for making
bonus
me
charge. His hands. The thing is now, Chaos 25, I'm now heading towards volatiles. If we get a 2-charge volatile, that's quite serviceable. A 2-charge primordial can get me to Chaos 100. So maybe with some just extra work, a volatile can get me to 100. So if I do get a 2-charge laser hand, there's a good chance it can take me very far, and I won't need another to replace that one. Obviously, I'll want one for each hand. And then after I have that, I can start investing in some of the other spots, because they are very important as well. But right now, most important thing is 2-charge laser hands. Because the second charge can be charging while you're... or recharging, cooling down, while you're charging the first one.
Now that's the good stuff.
Which means... so right now, I have to wait 3 seconds after firing before I can fire again. Per hand. That goes to like half a second. With 2-charge. Oh, it's Pig War. That's why you don't go buff baddies. Right. I remember now. I remember why we don't go buff baddies. Because we have Pig War, and buff baddies Pig War is miserable. I remember. Okay, does it get level up with chaos levels? No, it's why the system's brilliant. It's done in a tiered system where you have chaotic, volatile, primordial, and ascended. Each of these is a 2-level increase. So from 0 to chaotic is 2 levels. 0 to ascended is a total of 8 levels. And that covers all 100 chaos levels. Ascended start coming in at chaos 50, halfway. And you are guaranteed 100% to get primordial or ascended at chaos 70. So you don't even need to play on the max difficulty to get the max powered kit, which is why this system is brilliant. Whereas previously, if you wanted the biggest numbers with OP10 stuff, you would need to play OP10, and most players didn't enjoy OP10. Zip, zip, boom, it's not my birthday. Hope you're doing well, thank you. It's really cool. Yeah, it's a good system. It's a really good system. Strictly speaking, there is no incentive to go beyond Chaos 70, and it's purely difficulty. You're rewarded with better ascended primordial rates, but it doesn't actually give you an advantage. It just makes up for the fact that it's going to be taking you longer. But to farm a full ascended build, theoretically, it should take you the same amount of time on Chaos 70 or Chaos 100. So you're not necessarily punished if you can handle Chaos 100, but it's not, the reward isn't so great that you feel like you're missing out for not playing Chaos 100, which again is a brilliant system that they need to learn with future Lands games.
More of you, is it? Won't be enough.
This is Tiny Tina's, it is. They're currently playing the Chaos Chamber, which is basically a dungeon crawler, i.e. Diablo, Path of Exile, but in a shooter, which makes it brilliant if you were into that kind of thing. Because I love the dungeon crawler aspect, I just don't like dungeon crawlers gameplay. But I get it in a Borderlands game. Hey Reckless, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm doing well, I'm doing alright, thank you.
Looks like magic's back on the menu.
Enjoy limitless torment.
I'm on Twitch as well. What's my channel? Lazy Data. Shockingly. Yep, I'm Lazy Data on both sides. Uh-oh.
C for effort.
Oh.
C
Uh-oh.
minus.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Have I seen the new Doctor Who episode? Of course. Why do you think I ended stream early last night? So I could watch it without sacrificing too much sleep.
That's more like it.
Hey Sadful, how you doing? Not my birthday. Everything good. It's crazy, good stuff. It's interesting. Okay, is it just me, or does it feel like there's like a different vibe to like New Who compared to not new, like the New Who compared to New Who, if you see what I mean? It's like the vibe's kind of different. I can't really place it. That wasn't really good damage. Yeah, no, that doesn't really work. Annabelle. Welcome to Twitch side. This isn't much better. He's a tanky boy.
You're creepy. I like you, but you're creepy.
I'm starting to think if I should,
I've got all the magic I need.
yeah, I'm thinking if I should go for soaked. Go for delusion.
Never a moment's peace.
When I reach like Chaos 60 or something, I could just like chill on some normal runs and farm for a bit. Obviously post 50 is when difficulty progression will really slow down.
The likes of you. What? Bombs?
Spell slots are ready. Hold out the oven.
Hey Lone Wanderer, how you doing?
We meet again.
Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah. Vulcan not no good.
You're only as good as your blade. Protect your knees! Don't want to get stuck on guard.
Is a tier 1 skillful spell critical chance with it? Is there a tier 1 skillful spell critical chance with it? I don't understand the question. Let's have a look what you mean. I'm guessing you mean spell sniper, spell critical chance. Is it worth it? Right. So that entirely depends on the spell. So I'll quickly run over how spell crit chance works. Don't look at laser hand. Laser hand's a weird example. Let's take Frozen Orb, okay? 2% crit chance. Then let's have a look at Ice Spike, 28% crit chance. So remember those two numbers. We've got two different spells there. Both of them are great. Frob's at 2, Ice Spike's at 28. Now, what this will be is a multiplier. So if we look at our hero stats crit chance, spell 12%. Now, it's base 5, and then runs through your multipliers. But on a spell, so Frob 2, Ice Spike at 28, those two will just add together. So 5 plus 2 is only 7, whereas 5 plus 28 is 33. So if we then look at Spell Sniper, 12% per point of 7%, the Frozen Orb, isn't very good. That's going to give us, what, 0.7, 0.8% spell crit chance per point? That's not very good. Whereas the 33 base with the ice spike, that's going to be 3 or 4% actual spell crit chance, which is a lot better. So I would say this skill gets better on high crit chance spells. Quaking Sunder 23, probably get away with it. Ice Spikes go to 28-35, good solid choice. That one's only at 15, so a bit iffy there. Laser Hand doesn't matter because Laser Hand is 100%. It's not plus 100% chance to crit when fully charged. Really, it's just 100% chance to crit when fully charged. It will crit. So you don't need Spell Sniper at all with Laser Hand. So ultimately, it depends on your choice of spell. If it's Ice Spikes, yeah, otherwise, you can skip it. It just kind of depends, like, if you're doing full casting and you're not using guns, you don't need just warming up. You can spec Spell Sniper. It just depends on your setup. And you're reckless. 25 stream streak. Watch streak. Nice. Thank you so much for watching. And that'll be a good test as well. Does that will that like sharing it? Will that reset your streak? Or does it just keep going?
Spells are up.
Still says 25? Okay. Cool. Right, I just got an interesting spell there. Arcane Bolt. It's volatile too. That's a good Arcane Bolt. See next stream maybe? Yeah, I mean, I wonder if there's a cooldown on letting you like share that, because obviously you got 450 channel points for that. Does that mean you can come back tomorrow and claim another 450 channel points just for saying hello? And questions about this system.
You behave yourself this time, all right?
We're now up to
Wait for
30.
spells.
9. What's this? This is Zomboss? I think this is Zomboss. Oh, this could be Solissa. I think this is Solissa too. I don't think this is Zomboss.
Ruin your home.
Can't sling spells no more.
Ah, I remember why I have Mage Staff now on these characters. On this character.
Was wondering when more of you turn up.
Bathworms. I remember I run Mage Staff. Okay, we'll have to buy a Mage Staff then.
Summon more stuff.
Is the max you get from watching once per stream? You don't need to say hello for that. Well, that's... I know you don't need to, like, say hello, but just, I mean, the claiming of it. So can Reckless now claim 450 every stream? Just for cooking that. Nice spell cooldown. Well, it's 3 seconds. But if I can get a plus charge, it's effectively 1 second, potentially less, potentially down to 0, because the first charge is cooling down while I'm charging up to fire the second. So you can get it down, so you just never, you don't have any downtime. The current weekly items have been pretty big for getting a head start on this character. Having both Mage Staff and Ruby's Spite is really good for quicker progression. Mage Staff is less important, but it's useful for bath worms, which we currently do not have a good way of dealing with them. What does Mage Staff do? Not much. Basically, it takes your spell damage to, like, it's spell damage, so it gets your spell buffs. It doesn't make it a good weapon. You can go all in on it, and it clears thereabout. But what it does do is enough damage to kill bathworms, which are very low health enemies that mob you. It basically just fires a Sunder spell. So it just sends like a wave of damage in front of you along the ground. It's not very strong, but yeah, for bathworms. And yeah, funny you say don't even need guns. I used to run this build completely without guns in my character's hands. But it became more viable to run with double knot and just aim for enemies' crit spots.
How's that for an active reload?
See, that's a bathworm. Wasting an entire laser hand on one of those is just not really worth it. So having Mage Staff for them is nice. See, now there's lots of them.
More meat for the grinder. Bad luck or bad choices. Dead all the same. Who's the alpha now, eh?
You are a... You rush it!
Let's get casting and blasting.
Might be a better ring. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's an upgrade. Spell radius is cool and all, but dealing damage to a boss increases effects by, so that's basically a plus 20% spell damage, which isn't much for a spell shot, but it's something. Yeah, missing that melee sucks.
You knew what this was. Stupid enough to mess with me.
Be alone and be not wanna be alone.
I never get tired of that. Banner's tapped out.
My laser hands is you can line enemies up and kill multiple enemies in one laser hand shot. I wish it was Bunny that dropped Frozen Orb, because I'd be tempted on doing that. Bunny should be a free kill with this build. So is my multi-class good? Yes, that's why I'm playing it. Deadshot is Spell Greatborn, which is very good for pure spell stuff. Doing pure spells, I'd basically always do this combo. Unless I want to do spell dots with like a Wicked Gossip, and then I'd go spell shot, probably, and Blightcaller. Grave is good for guns? Not really. Grave does not have much for guns. You've got Reaper of Bones, which is a fun action skill. It's not great though. It's very middling.
That's the way it's gonna be, eh? Looks like magic's back on the menu.
Spicy water? There's no spicy water here. You need water for spicy water.
Bedfellows and all that.
I rushed that shot because I was getting attacked. Good armor piece for guns. Although, not actually sure if it's better than that one. I use Graveborn for Gluttony Deathless. Even then, Gluttony Deathless, I don't even use Graveborn. It's not necessary.
Can I interest you in a wee bit of violence?
I'd like an element on my mage staff, but
Quite a discerning eye you've got.
yeah, I'd like it to be dark magic.
Wield it with
I'll take it.
pride and all that.
Just started the game. Is the Buffmeister bug still a thing? No. Buffmeister is still a grossly overpowered spell, but the bug does not exist. It was bugged. So it used to be. So okay, look at my Buffmeister. Okay, 168 damage. Now look at my laser hand, 4,700. Guess what happened? Guess what you could do here with these two items, or other high damage spell. Guess. Now, if you use the number on the right, you get something that's grossly overpowered. If you use the number on the left, and you get a crime. Combine. Yeah, so if you had Buffmeister in one spell slot, it would use the damage number of the other spell slot. So you'd have a 155 Buffmeister doing 4,000 damage. And then you could apply that to, like, a Nightshade, which kicks out so many bullets. So, like, this Nightshade does 50 damage a shot. A normal Buffmeister, just adding 150 on top of that, is powerful. That is quadrupling the damage. But imagine if instead of quadrupling it, you times it by 1,000. Oh, hey, another Buffmeister. Oh, that was a laser hand. I Pimp Hab it very similar to Pimp Habbing, actually. A similar type of bug. Oh, it's just spell damage? That's a shame, but I think that is still an upgrade. A volatile Quaking Sunder? Cool. That's another bonkers good Buffmeister, what? Oh yeah, critical chance on a laser hand? That doesn't do anything. Okay, that is just a nice chunky, chunky upgrade. That's a spell damage chaotic roll as well, actually. So that's closer to volatile. That's good. Like Steam, Epic Games has the file validation system too.
A quest doesn't have to be a one-way trip. Take a load off by the vending machine.
Alright, what do I need? Ability damage on that and gun damage on my LA, or vice versa. Okay, cool. First roll, love to see it.
See? Give a skull some room.
Okay. That's a
Spell slots are ready.
35.
Put out the oven.
An old cap.
I've got a potion that calls for ice looser.
I'll cut you down till you're short of the knee. You're gonna get whipped twice.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Spells are spent. You were short work.
First in magic, Magna Breach is awful. Oh, hello. Oh, howdy,
Now
gamers.
that's the good stuff. You knew what this was.
This is why we want mage death. I just want to get my enchant for it. Although it is the least important enchant on my melee weapon, so maybe I should just rock mage staff anyway. No quartz on this map. Get to use your melee. It helps when it isn't really a melee. And you have a very specific use case for it. So for
Someone
me,
might
it's
miss you,
bathworms.
but
I
I
see
do
bathworms, I use melee.
Ready
Because
to
I
go.
don't have another good way of dealing with bathworms.
Embrace oblivion.
One hit killing an S into the body is a good sign that we can go for quite a bit longer. Obviously the big thing that I'm missing is boss damage. That gets drastically improved with plus charge laser hands. Do you know reference guy? I've never even seen. It is the name that strikes fear into the hearts of anyone who hears it. Yeah, that seems very specific.
What's in the pockets, eh? Give us a peek.
Hey, nine.
Anyway, dual laser hands? Yeah. This is one of my builds. You don't need guns. You just need lasers.
Oh, don't look so surprised.
Shame I'm gonna kill him. I could use an apprentice. Take him for a
Okay. Don't want to let Gargle Snot ramp up. Just went in for the echo trigger there. Right. One on the left, one on the right is better there. But which is better between these two? I think my thumb cuffs is still better. Because while in a dungeon, effects are increased by 33%. Yeah, I think that one still wins over this one here. So let's get rid of the championship ring. Cool. The damage isn't 100% based on where you hit them.
Let's get casting.
For
and
example, double
blasting.
knot, you need to hit a crit spot. Also just depends what boss I have active as well. Ascension is very powerful, and it's likely
Banner's tapped out.
the amount of stacks are different.
Another notch and not a coin to show for it.
And sometimes it's not fully charged when I fire it. Sometimes I blast too soon. Also, blast gas can proc sometimes. And sometimes it doesn't.
You're bad at fighting.
Blasting too soon using your nickname in high school, I saw.
You can regret.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Can't wait to throw some spells.
Zoot cannon because of the noise it makes.
Forgotten before they hit the ground.
Accidental double kill.
Looks like magic's back on the menu. I never get tired of that. Let's put a few holes in your heart.
To the underworld with ya! Let me at him! Let me at him! Take this while you're at it.
Westard.
Was wondering when more of you'd turn up.
I need a shadow fire. Not for this kill, but I'll want one.
I'm gonna ruin your whole thing.
Spells are up.
That's fine. I'm not ready.
There you go.
There's no way this dude wasn't going to betray you, right? I mean, come on.
Can't sling spells no more. I'm getting the hang of this killing business.
Ah, that's the dark magic one. Let's buy that. I've spent 3.6 million on mage staffs. Why? Two full buffs and the good third. Okay, okay. That was 4 marshmallows. What? That was 5 marshmallows. Why do I? We can start getting primordials now, actually. How many marshmallows? Frob! Better Frob. A chaotic laser hand with cooldown rate. That's better, but not. A spell charge probe. Whoa. I actually think that's better overall. Yeah, I'd rather like. Yeah, that's a spell charge marshmallow. I don't think it matters which one I go with here. Yeah, it literally works out the same. So I guess the base damage one in case I don't full charge. Which means I need increased damage enchant on it. Now that does actually throw the timings out of whack a little bit, so currently I can just do two at a time. That is going to slowly make that a bit awkward, but it's fine. It's the same damage, it's just... Even if I wait, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah. Oh, that spell casts gun damage on it already. Cool. Ah, there we go. Now I have them all. I've got Ellie, gun, ability, damage. My blazing volley still needs to be fire damage. Now up to Chaos 40. Big increases.
Look alive, you numbskulls!
Have a little of this.
Ready to bring the arcane pain? So, that's the way it's gonna be, eh?
Right, lesson practice, minion.
Fought like rubbish. Died nicely, though.
Of course, the longer I go without getting the spell charge laser hand, the better the spell charge laser hand is likely to be. I now have a good chance of it being volatile, and a starting chance of it being primordial.
Get the hell out here, you lazy bones!
If it's primordial, it can take me to 100. But even if it's volatile, it can take me far.
Fear not. You need not suffer.
I think the only thing I'm not gonna try and get is armor, just because I don't see myself actually getting a good armor piece by 100.
That's more like it.
I'll go for amulet first. Well, no, I'll go for carouser first, then I'll go for amulet. Because Carouser should be easy.
Bet you wish you'd turned away. What have we here? No magic left.
It's Freezicles!
What phone's gonna connect with your ass?
Oh, is this Dragon Lord? Yeah, no, this is the Dragon Lord run. Okay.
Now
Right,
that's
of
the
course,
good
40.
stuff.
I was thinking Dragon Lord should be 39, but the extra makes it 40. Right, okay, this is Dragon Lord. In which case, then, I shall take a blessing. What do I use for fire immune enemies? I ignore them. Straight up, just ignore them. The only fire immune enemies are imps. And imps you can brute force with Stain of the Soul. I have points for that. But I just ignore them. There are fire resistant enemies, which I brute force with laser hands. You can, if you want an option, swap to triple ice spikes. Triple ice spikes are my next in line weapon. Pigwort does not have fire immunity.
Can't wait to throw some spells.
Resistance. But again, yeah, Frorb or triple ice spikes if you wish. Frorb has the advantage of passing through Pigwort's bubble, so Frozen Orb's quite good for Pigwort. If you have the damage behind it.
Ha! I could get used to this. Something.
That's not an Echo melee weapon. Another thing Charge Laser Hand will do is allow me to gain stacks faster, which means I can recover my shield faster. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Font of Mana? That's not very good. It's serviceable, I guess. For Dragon Lords, I am gonna double buff.
Spells are spent. Spell slots are ready. Hot out the oven.
Gun with no bullets.
Wants to have their day ruined.
Alright, Rosen. Sucks that that's going on. Hopefully a reinstall works.
Our army of darkness grows.
Download chamber. I'm gonna use. That's one of them. There's 2 Dragon Lord. So each boss has 2 appearances. 10 bosses, 20 runs. They added a 21st. That is Lechance. So Lechance has 3 appearances. But every boss has 2 appearances. This is the other one. Hey Viper, how you doing?
Rise and destroy this hero.
Ready to cast.
Hi from O2 Arena. Your ears are gone.
I'll make a nice payday out of you.
Hi Nepsy, how you doing? Hi.
Piss off to the hereafter. The stuff legends are made of.
Big hit. I'm trying to get a line up here.
You're all tragic, no backstory. You haven't seen true power yet. Kneel before your Dragon Lord.
Ready to cast.
The forces of evil are mine to command.
I would run if I were you.
You wanted to meet Bernadette? Oh. Your skeleton will join my army. Sewage cleaning duty for 1,000 years.
Wasn't able to get any crits. Having all these wyverns alive is very dangerous. They can knock me off the map. Gotta try and stay centered.
Now that's the good stuff.
That one went a little bit better than last time. Which is a good sign, means our damage is going up. Another marshmallow. I've had so many marshmallows these last 2 runs, it's kind of ridiculous. Guess we're at now 40. Well, 45. Which means one more run and we hit Chaos 50. Oh, I did also have 2 blessings that run. In fairness.
Put some bloody armor on you.
Inflammation, spell charge, cooldown rate, radius, that's quite good. Okay, we can still get chaotics. I think chaotics drop off at 50, or is it 63? Non-chaotics drop off at 50, or by 50. Chaotics drop off at 63, or 60. I think it's 63 for non-chaotics. And then it's like 70, 72 for volatiles to go. I'll check all the percentages. Ah yeah, we just got a non-chaotic there. Oh, we did just get a primordial there. A cube! And another chaotic marshmallow. So many marshmallows. Marshmallow's kind of a cube, right? Right? It's a lot better than the cube. Marshmallow's a really good spell. Although it's more of like a tool to do damage rather... Wait. It's more like a tool to enable things to do damage rather than a damage thing itself.
Two heads are better.
Let the wings of savings carry you to victory.
It's not good, but it's better.
To suit you.
Has companion... it has ability damage, which is good. For Blast Gasp. Umming. I'm umming. Ability damage, war capacity? Yeah, I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's good.
Enter the chaos die.
Right, so Chaotic is at 30, Volatile's at 34, Primordial is at 25. That's quite good, is that? So that's 65, it's what, 90? So 10% chance for non-chaotic. But 25% for Primordial's good. That means if we get a 2-charge laser hand, we've got over 50, 60% chance for Volatile Primordial. 40% chance for it to not be so great. God, the fast track to 50 is so good for power. Like, if I get a laser hand now, a very good chance of it just being a direct upgrade.
You didn't beg. Got that going for you.
Okay, who's 45?
Looks like magic's back on the menu.
Is this a 3? That makes this, what, Parasite? Whatever his actual name is.
No magic left.
I was kind of hoping to be able to. There we go.
Eat or be eaten.
There we go. Ooh, bit of a spooky dot there. I do want a Jacob's a black powder pistol for quick reloads. Just to help spam. Ah, Spectral Vengeance, Frozen Vengeance. What a choice. Let's try away on now. We're on 45. Should be Parasite, right?
Spell slots are
Beep
ready.
boop.
Put out the oven.
Another 25 stream streak. Is it 25 days or 20 or 25 streams since they introduced that system, I wonder? It's our second 25. Monster Shroom and Banshee. Oh, we haven't had a Banshee yet. Nor have we had a Nightmare, which I think 50 might be.
Energy's empty.
If you death wrath from Zomboss. boss.
Might have lived.
Yes,
if
it
you'd
is
run.
actually, yeah. And then,
Come on then.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I remember now, it's the Zomboss.
Like wheat before the scythe. Ready to cast.
Okay, I was hoping I'd be able to mantle that.
And a fine roast you'll make too.
Let's pop that barrel.
Face me, hero.
Bet you wish you'd turned away.
High thread count, very nice. Your next pig walk's all the way at 67. Is that the only pig walk that's left? No, there'll be one in the 80s as well. 88, maybe?
Spells are up.
Eighty-eight, okay.
Let's do this. To work customer service.
We'll have to remember to pick up some buffs for that one then. Ah, that was a 1 mil hit. Spell damage, area damage, that's really good. It's a shame it's not for me. New Ruby Spite.
throw some spells.
Look, a bag of meat on sticks. Straight to me. Ah. Have a little of this.
I got that bright blazing volley a few runs ago. I should have kept it just to re-roll, because it would have started at 0, and this one's already at 4,000.
You're bad at fighting. Let me at him. Let me at him.
I made a Deadshot. I know how good it is. The thing is with Deadshot is unless you play Pixies, it's not, you know, the quickest clear speed or the quickest boss kills or anything.
Let's get casting and blasting.
So I wouldn't call it overpowered, because I wouldn't call it best anywhere. It's easy to build for, but it's certainly not like OP compared to a lot of stuff you can do. You know, unless you get Pixies, which we're not. And yeah, you can use more spells than Laser Hand. It might also
That's
have
for
stronger
making me
clearing.
look at you.
Although, I do like my Laser Hands.
Enjoy limitless torment.
Most consistent? Consistency I don't agree with, because it, well, it depends on your spell loadout.
Hope you're carrying coin.
Because like right now, if I run into something that resists fire, it just kind of falls flat on its face. Like, this thing really struggles with Vorkanar.
Ready to bring the arcane pain.
I'm going pure spell.
Ha ha!
Majesty. Embrace the primitive. I'm here first.
Oops. This is a really long downstance revolution phase. Okay. Ah, an auto magic. If that is such an item. No, it's a Thurge. Dark magic damage. And a Fate Breaker! Look, it's the Sword of Souls! And it's terrible. Aha, triple ice spike, cooldown rate and spell damage. Simple cast, love to see it. That's 2 triple ice spikes, cool. 2 triple ice spikes, 2 Sunders, 2 Frobs, 2 Buffmeisters, everything a Deadshot needs. I mean, what?
I've got all the magic I need.
Okay. Blazing Volley. We take this. So we can re-roll it. Ooh, Cowcon. Yeah, that's a corrosive weapon. I don't have a... Yeah, no, cool. That can just immediately equip. Cool, that's a Vulcanar buff. Oh, my current Blazing Volley doesn't have a practical anoint. I may as well just equip this and sell that one. Maybe not, actually. Not many legendaries this time around. Bit better. Dazzler, a Mellow, a Threads, and a Reviver, and that wasn't what I wanted. Cool. That's repeating cast. That's a shame. That's really good, is that? Have I found AAA for a Twister before? Yes, yes I have. Takes about an hour on average with optimal farm. An hour? No, 3 hours. Hour per AAA. I wouldn't call O interesting at all. A lot of it is driving back and forth across a map. I would not call that interesting. You always got very bored farming in most Borderlands stuff, honestly. It's not, yeah. Depends on farm. Like, Coromrax is fun to farm, and Farmery is, like, just peaceful. After beyond that, Bunny's alright. I don't mind Bunnies because it's attached to the Chaos Chamber itself. So I don't mind Bunnies because it's not like you're going out of your way to get an item. The thing is with, say, farming Kilovolt for a Monarch or farming Savage Leaf for a Herald, is the act of farming Kilovolt for a Monarch or the act of farming Savage Leaf for a Herald in of itself isn't interesting. The interesting part is seeing the items drop and the rolls of the Monarchs that you get. Whereas Bunnies, it's the opposite. The interesting bit isn't the loot acquisition. That's just nice to see your build evolve. The main bit is the farm, the gameplay. Ion cannons, and there are 100% drops. Right, let's go Chaos 50.
Think you can make it?
Ready to bring the...
So we're now at 2.47 ascended drop rates. Look at that. Look at that. And we should be now 70... 74. Yeah, we're 100% chance for chaotic or above now. Which means we're 100% chance of basically an upgrade on laser hands.
Chain pain!
Or side grades. Almost halfway. Yeah, not really. We've done 10. It's now 50 to go.
Never send a corpse to do a killer's
Oh, we're halfway there. Not really. But we're a sixth way there. Which I would say is dramatically different.
fresh crop of cowards to kill. Now that's the good stuff.
Brendan Rupture, who is this? This is Zomboss, right? Yeah, 50. Durr. Right, because 49 was drill.
That's how it's done. Spells are up.
I hate these explodey rooms. A, they're dangerous, and B, they're so slow.
I hope I cared deeply about.
Such a crime that your first drill is 60. Oh, hey, shield upgrade. That's something I wasn't expecting. Goblins just annoying period. I like goblins. I am gonna keep the static charge equipped for the anoint though. For the enchant. It's wild that this build has two forms of double dipping, and both of them are double dipping into the intense difficulty debuff, making them double worse. such an odd thing that, like, some builds don't have to deal with double dipping the difficulty modifier, and some builds do. Like, if you go dot melees, all of your damage is double dipping the damage bonus or the damage penalty. But if you're just doing like a normal, boring gun build without anything going on, you're not. It's a less effective by difficulty. Although I'd say most gun builds will be double dipping something with either play the angles, spore fuse, short fuse 2. This is unbreakable health bar versus a goblin running into a barrel. No, there are no scaling like that.
Magic's dry.
It is worth noting that not even weapons reach double damage in this game between nothing and ascended. So while in Borderlands 3, a weapon will reach over double damage from Mayhem 0 to Mayhem 10. It does not happen in this game. Close, but not quite. It might just be around double, to be fair, but yeah. Being affected by a 30% debuff, but it's not 30%, it's 15 twice, which is more than 30.
Was wondering when more of you turn up. Looks like magic's back on the menu.
32.25 then, thank you.
Bad luck or bad choices. Dead all the same.
You've done engineering stuff, you should know an early on rounding will lead to catastrophic events.
I'm proud of you!
She is 10 of Pyres 3. Oh no! Honestly, even 3.14 is a crime when it comes to actual, like, precise stuff. We assume air resistance doesn't exist. Free Palestine? Heck yeah.
Can't wait to throw some spells.
Math is for nerds. Good thing I'm a heckin' nerd then. Welcome to the stream. Make yourself at home. So I've been trying to find like a game on my phone that's not just shit and meaningless, like something that I could grind but wasn't just a cruddy mobile grind game. So obviously choices were limited. Then I had a brainwave. I downloaded 2. One was Solitaire, which I haven't launched yet, because the other one is just killer Sudokus. And that's just what I do on my phone whenever I have time on my phone. Which is rare, I don't use my phone much.
world's no place for the weak.
But I'm that nerd. Well, the game's definitely an experience. One I'd rather avoid. So I'll do Sudokus instead. Nerd! And proud of it. That's a flying barrel. What the fuck? You know, guns really aren't doing much for me right now. I just need, like, I need to think about what I need to shoot. So let's just put that back on F. That way I don't need to think. Oh, good lord, what is going on?
More of you, is it? Won't be enough.
I am very, very scared. Do you do the regular ones or any of the funky ones? Killer Sudokus is the one that I do. Which has maths. That's by Raid Shadow. Watching Leiden? I had a stint on it.
Ready to cast.
Going to eat your brain! I'm not a zombie, I just really don't like you.
I've never seen Zomboss combat dive like that.
I've been dying for a fight! Skeleton that wants to be free. Don't worry.
Kill Sudokus of those, they're fun. Yeah. I think everyone in that mom's done a stint on Raiden.
You
Yeah.
did short work.
It's basically fun until you 6-star a party, and then like 6-starring another party or making changes just feels like it takes way too long because you've done it once and it's just like, yeah, no, I'm over this. But then of course at that point you can't progress because you've done all of the content that up until 6 stars. And you can't progress further without 6 stars, which means you're stuck with that one party, and getting another guy in there just takes forever, and it's just like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Ooh, a Wailing Banshee. Hi, kitty, good to see ya. Hope you're doing alright. Don't blame me, they hit paid pretty well. They do, yes, yes. Basically, I don't... Yes, Carouser, let's go. I don't support... I'd say I wouldn't support Raid or its practice, but if you do see a creator that you like doing a Raid sponsorship, just download the fucking thing and do the 5 minutes. Because those 5 minutes is equivalent to a tier 2 sub, and that was like... That was the rates for me. I can't imagine what like a big streamer might get. So like... 5 minutes, do the thing, nuke it off your system, get the streamer you like a tenner. For 5 minutes. It's they pay really well. you know, you have zero intention of actually playing the game, and it means that they have less money and streamer has more money. It's like using your free Twitch Prime every month because it's money on the table that can come out of out of Amazon pocket and into streamer's pocket. They have less money. Holy shit, malicious engagement with that. Triple ice spike, spell charge, cool. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. Okay. So let's replace this one with the new one. Whoa, 20%. Oh, it's actually like 18.8% or whatever it is, but 20% increase. Look at that. Look at that. Upgrade. Well, the biggest upgrade in a while. Yeah, it could still be 2 charge, but it's fine. Oh, actually, that might not be. Oh, my purple one might just still be better. 1231, that's chaotic 13. Oh shit, this isn't actually that good. 14.4, 12. But it is 3 to 2. %, increase. We're rounding. Don't do rounding, it's bad. You're an individual of science, you should know. That's a really good Ludite, what the fuck? That is a really good Ludite. That is disgusting. Look like there's big decimals over here. 25 stream streak? Another! Insane. We'll find out tomorrow if you can just keep doing that and just like keep getting channel points. Yes! Yes! What does this need to be? Ability? Yes! It's all coming together. Please be Ellie. Gun is on a spell. Wait. Okay, raw damage is on my staff. Okay, good. Spell cost fire damage. Alright, okay. Well, I don't need Blazing Volley because I got Carouser. That's a big upgrade actually, because that means I get spellcast fire damage and I have Carouser. So that's just good. It's got an ugly scope though. Yeah, that is
have some fun.
A DPS increase.
Volley stop.
Down with decimals. Up with just adding 10 to the power. Joy field power increase. This game is just really well balanced
I'm
like
getting
that.
the hang of this killing business. Ready to bring the arcane pain? If you're looking for trouble, you found it.
Have a little of this. They fall before you.
This one is Celissa. Maybe Break It Up wasn't a good play for the Celissa boss fight. Oh well.
Energy sucked.
Hey, more tick stuff. Murder lad.
Thanks for the reload, idiot.
Yeah, this game, at least with the changes, you can actually farm perfect kit. Unless it's like armor piece and rings, but even rings you can... Rings have got so many stages. Getting an upgrade of a ring is a thing that can happen on a semi-regular basis for a while. Like, you are often just increasing the power of your build bit by bit with every other run. Like, most of these runs, I have picked up an upgrade in some capacity, whether it be a better ice spike or gotten this carouser, managed to roll the enchant that I've been after on my primary weapon here. Stuff like that is always just a small, subtle upgrade that increases the power of my build, allowing me to go another chaos level or two. It's just good. That's why I think this game would have seriously benefited from uncapped chaos. Like, make 100 the finale for, like, all of the stats changes, and just further just makes enemies tougher and hit harder. I mean, you can even keep the rewards climbing at a lesser degree if you want. Why not?
They must really want me dead to send you.
Although, the game did start to suffer from too many crystals. I think the whole... If they were to do this again but more streamlined, something to reduce the sheer quantity of loot at the end and improve the quality of in some capacity, I don't know. Because eventually, like, when we had the Giga Chamber runs, we did a max crystal run and pushed 200,000 crystals. Just spending 200,000 crystals took 40 minutes. Sifting through again, that was another 40 minutes. Like... It gets to the point where looting
Forgotten before they hit the ground.
takes longer than the run itself. So some way of streamlining that, I think, would be a big step for a Wonderlands 2. Gear started disappearing? Yeah. Like, I mean, that... Okay, so that ultimately doesn't do anything, because it's only going to take you, like, 1.5 seconds to run from the bunny to the loot pile, start your looting, and 1.5 seconds to run back. So you don't really lose time by just sorting through your loot intermittently.
Oi! Thanks for that!
Redesigned bunny room. If the game had a system where you could open up an inventory screen that listed all nearby items on the ground, like something from a battle royale game. Like that's a pretty alright system from BRs where you can open up your inventory and it just shows you everything nearby.
That's for making me look at you.
And that way you can sift through it like that. On, you know, an inventory screen that doesn't suck, ideally. But, you know, one step at a time.
As it was foretold!
How many fire enemies?
This is why we get along.
You could also do just more control, like or stuff like loot filters. Hey, I'm looking for a sword explosion. Show me torque shotguns, and then boom, it removes all the torque shotguns, so you can look at all the torque shotguns on their own, and then you can swap it to okay, now show me the Hyperion shotguns, and then I'll show you the Hyperion shotguns, removing all the other ones. Okay, I don't really care for purples, I'm just like kind of after legendaries. Show all the legendaries and hide all the purples.
I would run if I were you.
Because the current way of looking at loot is a 2009 system. Shall we update that, maybe? Maybe we can do loot sifting a bit better. Especially with each generation of the game, we get more total loot, quantity-wise.
Bet you wish you'd turned away.
Being able to sell or auto pick up as rubbish from the ground, it would be very big quality of life. Absolutely. I just wish the game didn't force Chaos Chambers.
Energy's empty.
I mean, what do you want from a Land's Endgame? Out of curiosity. What is your idea of Endgame? And think about the core here. Don't just spit out a name like Takedown. What is a Takedown? It is high difficulty mobbing and a high difficulty boss. What is a raid boss? It's a high difficulty boss. Chaos Chambers is all of those things.
At least you're some use. Now that's the good stuff. line up.
Idea of those
creepy.
buttons being a different
I like
key.
you, but
The only issue with different keys will already push for button space between keyboard and mouse and controllers. Like, playing this game on a controller, you just flat out lose some features. Because there are too many for a controller. So you kind of need to work within the bounds of that. I think the button to quick sell on vendors is free. The button to quick sell on vendors, I don't think that's used when looking at items on the ground. So you could use that one. I don't know, I like doing 100. It's not very fun for replaying. I mean, I'm still confused. Like, what? Why do you have to do 100 runs per character? Why? Okay, so... Okay, you want to play at the highest difficulty, you gotta do 60 runs. Is it just that? Is it you just want to play at the highest difficulty, you've got all that sorted, you know what you're doing with your setup, and only the highest difficulty is engaging enough for you? That I do really get. Doing it once, that's fine. Doing it on subsequent characters, it can be a bit of a grind getting that character to the highest difficulty. Now, it is worth noting that there is no difference between Chaos 100 and Chaos 70 in terms of the rate at which you can max out your build. None. Nada. On paper. Which lowers you the amount of minimum Chaos Chambers for you to run to 30, at which point you're not maxing your build in 30 runs. Just like you're not maxing your build in 10, 20 hours of, save quit farming in BL2, or, slaughter shots and takedowns and save quit farming in BL3. This is not happening. You're gonna need to do those runs anyway. Yeah, 70 even, is when it just starts trading health for Ascended Primordials. Whenever 100% for Primordial Ascended comes in, that's the cutoff. Something static themed content while on Titan Bridge is fun. Right, yeah, so a set piece fight. That I do get. Chaos Chambers lacks set pieces. A specifically designed fight. That's one thing a lot of procedurally generated games do lack. It's all well and good having a funky algorithm create infinite content, but only a person can make good content. If you know what I mean. Like, as you say, no amount of procedural generation can recreate the chaos that was day one Mallow and Takedown Bridge. Cameron Curtis, that was no, they never should. That's not a broken thing, and shields. So, to just correct you, they do scale through chaos exactly the same as all other items. Just to say that, they do. There is no point in increasing enemy damage if shields go up the exact same way, but not health, because then you run into the OP level problem where you just become shield health gate tanking, and actually tanking for buffer health just becomes irrelevant the higher up you go. They kept enemy damage reined in this game. There's a lot of problems with Wonderlands. The damage model is not one of them. This game's damage model is the best one they had. Shields do scale with chaos the same way guns do, the same way amulets do, the same way armor pieces do. They do. There's no reason for them to scale further. Honestly, even post-nerfs Viper, it's still good. It's just not as good, annoyingly. Mother 2? Yeah, Mother 2's a bit fucky. DLC's kind of trash. They were definitely of low quality. The format is fine. You know, you got a boss, expansions to your endgame, a ton of cosmetics and legendary items to expand builds. All that's great, but absolutely, the quality was just a bit shit. They had an opportunity to create essentially what was a takedown, a set piece, as Viper mentioned, you know, like Maliwan Bridge, like Guardian Crystals, like stuff like that. They had an opportunity to do stuff like that, but they gave us a missing name. And yeah, they gave us missing name. Yeah, I think, okay, yeah. So with you there, Curtis, if they had a mix of what Chaos Chambers provided and actually, like, custom-made set-piece encounters, nail on the head there. Which is something that Wonderlands 2 has the full capability of doing. Wonderlands 2 could literally just do Chaos Chambers streamlined, potentially some more modes, and, you know, mirror equivalent, but made with a higher standard of quality to be that of a takedown, to have the challenges that a takedown would bring. And another issue Mirrors ran into was the bosses. So Wonderlands comes out, we spec out our characters to tackle raid bosses, and then these bosses come out, and even at their max difficulty, they're not at raid level. If there was an optional difficulty for the mirrors to make them raid level, that'd be pretty cool. Also making the difficulty settings actually affect the mirror. That would have been cool. What am I going for now? The shield. That's primordial. Sick. I mean, you did 4 characters. You got a lot of time out of this game.
Are you prepared? We'll see. Enter the chaos.
Wonderlands had a much smaller budget and team, and even then, it's worth the money. Borderlands 3 over-delivered in terms of content for money. So you can say, oh, if Wonderlands has a smaller team and a smaller budget, they should charge less. No, Borderlands 3 was just a steal. Borderlands 3 was just straight up robbing them. Getting even one character to Chaos 100 or even 70 gives you a lot more, like, solid time in this game than, like, a lot of other games of equal price. Like, game's good. Base games are amazingly designed. West gets me, otherwise they're all very happy. Solicitor as well. I'm more upset about Solicitor's nuking than Wested's. Yeah, Shark and Imelda weren't good. Theodore was an amazing Borderlands boss. Would have been way better in Borderlands than Wonderlands. And Redmorn was just simply good. So you basically got 1.5 hits there. Out of 4. Which isn't exactly glowing. I think that level cap, perfect at 40. Increasing it would have only stifled build variety. The whole point is you got a choice. You've got either this capstone or that capstone, or access to both tier 5s without a capstone. Good, solid, interesting choice. A level cap would take away from that. The thing is with level cap and skill trees, is it's novel and interesting for a week, and then it's back to business as usual. You settle into your builds and it's back to normal. You get a 1 week hit, and then it's like you're dealing with a worse game. Example, level 80 in Borderlands 2. Level 80 in Borderlands 2 is like, wow, look at all these extra skills we can get, and look at all these new builds we can do, and then you realize a week later, oh, actually, no, this is worse, go back. No, 40 was perfect. Hey, Gonta, how you doing? Testing water before they dive in. I mean, Borderlands 3 was also a test game. Borderlands 3 was just pure testing. From takedowns to arms race. Testing's good. Because otherwise you never improve.
Can't wait to throw some spells.
They tested what a MMO like raid boss would be in their looter shooter with Nox's Armory. Damn good thing that they tested a raid boss in Nox's Armory.
Well, that's settled.
Okay, I've got 2 enemies running around that I can't really deal with. Lightning, spell power, Harbinger. I mean, it's better, but I don't use lightning at all. Did the ammo shit to the game, or is it because I haven't played for months? So, post Chaos 100, they streamlined looting. So now, instead of it being like a slither of a chance to get Ascended, it's 100% chance to get Primordial Ascended, which are both Chaos 100 viable.
I would run if I were you.
I would say Volatiles is pushing it, although you can get away with it. Primordials is fine, Ascended is cherry on top, and that gets to 100%. That made a world of difference for farming a build and made it much quicker to, like, copy a YouTube build, which was a fantastic change. Content-wise, no. They have since started working on the next iteration of games, which is looking to be BL4 Wonderlands 2. BL4 seems to be the bulk of their focus, from what we can gather. And again, you know, you look at Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. Big steps up. Wonderlands 1 to Wonderlands 2. Big steps up. Hopefully. And I will say this game was just a lot more full than BL1 was. Although, where that new Game Plus button at? I wouldn't use it, but I don't care, because I know people would use it. Where the new Game Plus button at? Doesn't even have to do anything to the game. Just just reset quests button.
Gonna need more magic.
An actual new Game Plus that actually affected gameplay just means you have to do multiple characters and it just adds to the grind. Multiple playthroughs per character and adds to the grind. Don't do that. Had it right with Borderlands 3. Just reset quests. Just that. Just reset quests.
Let's get casting and blasting.
Dick, you gotta hurt!
Don't need new Game Plus, you can get quest rewards and vendors. Pain. I mean, yes, good change. Quest reward and vendors, good. But like, just reset quest button. People wanna do that. People wanna do playthroughs with their builds. Let them. If I need anything BL4 is a good story for Borderlands standards, so your standards aren't high, is what I'm getting at. There's talk of a game being talked between BL4 and Wonderlands 2. Yeah, both of those are very obvious. They went on a hiring spree the year before Wonderlands came out for a project that was very obviously not Wonderlands. Randy said it was for the big one. The cases where Randy says the big one is for a mainline Borderlands game, i.e. Borderlands 3. So that points to Borderlands 4. Fast forward a year, Wonderlands comes out. 2K goes, hey yo, this game sold well. This game was a success. We're going to do more. Boom, Wonderlands 2. Now, those events, BL4 was first. It's been longer since a Borderlands game. It's only been a year and a half since a Wonderlands game. It is very likely to be BL4 next, followed by Wonderlands, with maybe other projects sprinkled in the middle somewhere, such as a potential Brothers in Arms. Would like that. You know, Randy has been wanting to make another Brothers in Arms games for a while. One good thing about Randy is the guy talks. The guy talks, and you can listen. Say what you will about Randy, he is one passionate fucker. He loves Borderlands. How do you feel about them changing elemental buffs in New Game Plus on Borderlands 3 so it's the same as New Game? Other way around, sort of. Mayhem makes it the New Game Plus values, or something like that. Good. 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 Very good. One of BL2's and pre-sequel's worst traits was if you wanted to take a character to true endgame, you needed to do 3 playthroughs at least. And that, you know, along with Cameron Curtis's complaints, just added to the grind of every character you wanted to level up. And it wasn't fun. So making it so you can access the game's true endgame, both player power and enemy difficulty, in just one playthrough? Good. Very good. Good lord. Oh no.
enough to mess with me.
This is where 2 charge really comes in. It basically just doubles your DPS. Ah, we didn't even get a bloody damage bump there, that's a shame.
Fought like rubbish. Died nicely though. Looks like magic's back on the menu.
Mrs. Shrimp, do you know I have points to spend? I didn't. Myth rank sucks. Myth rank does suck. Guardian rank, reign supreme. Once you unlock the infinite nodes. I put 20 in the infinite nodes to just kind of match the rest of them, and then I stopped. I'd kind of understand the infinite nodes if chaos levels were also infinite, but they're not, so like, what's the point?
If you're looking for trouble, you found it.
In Hidden Gearbox, I would love infinite chaos levels. I would love that so much. Just to see how high you can really take your builds. Ooh. I'll take it to see how big of a damage increase. I take a big shield capacity hit, and I also take a big fashion hit. So like, there is Low Wanderer. I heard BL4 can take what BL3 and BL2 did and combine it. What did BL2 do? It's terrible.
What? Who said that? Rah!
How many unspent points do I have? 557. One thing that Uncapped Myth Rank did is, like, week 2 of the game, you had YouTubers with 1,000 Myth Rank all spent going, look at this awesome build. I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but the damage he did early game. Oh. The damage that that individual did. His save file of modded illegitimate items. Okay. Of course my first ascendant is a Buffmeister. Why do I have so many Buffmeisters? What's going on? What? Double cooldown rate? Assault charge for an orb? That's pretty good. Primordial laser hand. Cool. Your very small cat is very small and very cat and scared of evilling shit out of me because my room is dark and she wants completely. Oh no. Do it? I don't want to. Great. So now I have a very powerful laser hand and a not powerful laser hand, but two. Okay, that puts me on 2 arcane bolts. What time is it? I started super late, didn't I? Okay, I've got time for more. What do we start today? 25? Only 8 runs.
I taste fear. Bad luck or bad choices. Dead all the same. I've got
Yeah, I
all
started
the
at Chaos
money I need.
25.
Who's the alpha now, eh?
It's annoying that my first spell charge one was a chaotic at 53. Like, the chances of chaotic at 53 are low.
Fresh crop of cowards to kill.
But it's huge output increase. It has caps on certain stat buffs. You know what also has caps on certain stat buffs? Borderlands 3. You know what also has caps on certain stat buffs? Borderlands 1. Even BL2's system is better because BL2's has the drop off.
Spells are up.
Like, you could reach... So my BL2 badass rank values are high enough to make badass rank make the game really unfun. However, it takes like 2,000 or 3,000 hours to get to where I am, badass rank wise. It takes 200 or 300 hours to get to that level of power in Wonderlands. Honestly, less than that. It doesn't matter about having thousands of fire rate Lone Wanderer when the uncapped stats are core damage stats. If there are utility stats or whatever, but they're core damage stats. Gun damage, ability damage, spell damage, and melee damage. You don't need 1,000% damage when, you know, 1,000% fire rate. When you're one-shotting everything anyway.
More meat for the grinder. Let's get casting and blasting.
$53. Is this Nightmare? I'm 18 hours in on this character and we're already at ascended items. God, the changes they made were good.
Looks like magic's back on the menu. Well, that's settled, isn't it?
And yeah, having this the spell charge laser hand is a huge difference.
Still time to run the other way.
You and me got sick. Friend or foe? Too late, I pick foe.
I have these 3 Stain of the Soul points, and I really don't think I need them. I really just don't think they're doing anything.
Was a big idea.
A chaotic one is doing a 1 mil crit though.
That's more like it.
Yeah, summon more stuff.
Also, double charge means I can spam a bit quicker as well to get rapid shield capacity. Look, a tank to primordial headshot.
Willing to show for it.
All that army of darkness grow.
Alright, Lone Wanderer, have a good one. This is my last run anyway. Thanks for stopping by. Oh!
Oh, you're a brood, aren't you?
The damage!
Ready to cast.
Share my nightmare. A million bacterian tosses on you. The bone zone.
I didn't like that for a moment. Hey, Trip, how you doing? Doing alright, thank you.
Magic for money. Magic is real.
Yeah, when because he does, she does like the one that makes you crouch, and then you have to like kind of crab walk and awkwardly avoid those mortars, and I don't have a good way of dodging those mortars. How are we doing for... What was that amulet look like? Oh man, our amulet is so behind. Frost spell power. Oh god, my frost amulet was even worse. No, because it's not. Yeah, no. I think that's the first laser hand we've gotten that I haven't just like replaced. It's our only laser hand of that run. I'm picking up stuff for like frost spells, but I don't think I'm gonna use them. I think I'm just gonna like accept longer kills on bosses like Drill and Volcanar. Especially since I don't have soaked. I mean, I could go and get soaked. It doesn't take long, but... I can just use laser hands.
Let's get casting and blasting.
I'll do a quick few minutes. See if I can get a better amulet. Ah, misreeled the goal. Oh, I can't even afford that. What the fuck? Oh, it's ascended. Cool, poison spell power. That's great. That's awesome.
Put some bloody armor on.
Broadcast.
As was foretold. Goodbye, nerd.
Goodbye, nerd. Like, my amulet doesn't even have a beneficial passive. It's just non-chaotic spell power fire damage. I can get such a big damage increase.
I cast level 5 commerce.
The best armor in all the realm.
6k and a full battery, that's kind of interesting. It's a shame full battery falls off really hard. You can't put damage formula into it.
I am forever. These deals are not.
They'll know some blokes who... A quest doesn't have to be...
Thankfully, the Chaos Chamber's got quick load time. Marcus's Magical Adventures in Capitalism.
As was foretold.
I'm not a dwarf.
It'll be Drixel's. Drixel is great.
Mighty knights them.
You like Drixel. Poison again! Poison again!
I shall miss you.
A quest doesn't...
Alright. 2 more. I'll do 2 more. We're back to Borderlands 1 again.
I cast greetings.
Need some speed. A quest doesn't have to be a one...
Bedding Farm. Wonderlands 2, Backstabs Betrayal, Boogaloo.
You're only as good as your blade.
I cast
Straight into right rarity stuff on the second item. Ascended Spore Power. Like, what?
tell your friend.
With a little plate, you...
I mean, that's just outrageous. I'm gonna do another one. That was just outrageous. Okay.
I shall miss
Game's saying we call it quits, so now
hand forge.
I'll be back.
Fight on!
Okay. Cool. Well, Chaos 54. We went up another 29 levels. 29 levels. That's what we went up. 29 levels. Aaron God is not. Yep. Aaron G is not here. Tomorrow we shall continue on, hopefully reach 63 and get rid of all Ascended Chaotics. Hopefully we can get another 2-charge laser hand, volatile or above. This being chaotic is a bit... It's a shame that it's chaotic. Cooldown rate is good though. Because spell charge increases your cooldown to 7.3. Getting cooldown rate there just knocks half a second off, and that makes a big difference. So it is a good roll. Yeah. Yeah. Chaotic, I don't trust to take us to Chaos 100. I'd want at least Volatile, and honestly, at this point, Primordial's above Volatile, so, I mean, Chaotic, Volatile together is higher than Primordial Ascended together. But that's only gonna just increase in favor in Primordial Ascended per level. Primordial's going to keep increasing, Volatile's going to keep decreasing, Chaotic's going to disappear over the next 9 levels. Yeah, so hopefully we can get some upgrades. So the checklist is still 2 spell charge laser hands, because this one is not going to take us to 100. But it'll help us get closer to the next one. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of the evening. I'll be live tomorrow. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you next time. Hopefully, I'll be live at normal time tomorrow. That'd be good. Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye. These aren't emote buttons. Why do emote buttons do this?
Ready to bring the arcane pain?